Well, hello again, YouTubers. How you doing? This is a new way to do it, and I'm your host Reese, and I hope everybody is doing fine. So before we get started, I would like for you to hit the subscribe button, give me a like or a dislike, share, and ring the bell. And I think I covered all of it. Okay, so have you seen the latest video with Candace Brown and Officer Tatum? Was a compilation that I guess her studio made it or their company is called Truth. And I just like to know who Truth, who Truth are they presenting? Because that's not the American truth. That's not the reality, the truth of the reality. You know, I want to say something to the liberals. I mean, to the conservatives, to all you conservative people that have conservative values, and I guess that just means you just like being living life in the traditional way, whatever way that may seem to you, and to have your not to have your freedoms embarked on. But aren't you asking the same thing that everybody else is asking for, conservative people? What make your stance so different than everyday people's stance? I don't hear nobody talking. See, folks, this is why I think the liberals and the conservatives, it's just a bunch of BS. Because if you really look at it and see things how they're supposed to be seen without, your sunglasses on, you would see that all the people want the same thing. We all want liberty. We want less government. You know, we want help when we need help because conservatives, a lot of them, they act like I just pulled myself up by my own bootstraps and all this. All you people that made a living off of us, okay, and that goes from everything, from selling cows to selling drugs. It has to be a person that wants what you have and will pay you for it. You created a service. It's not like you went and dug up this whole new idea, you know, of being free and being prosperous on your own. Y'all did it off the backs of somebody else. Even if you did provide a service or a product or something like that. This is the lie of the conservatives. And people want to believe that lie. But it's the same thing the liberals do, or have did, or want to do. This is why I tell you folks there is no difference in the parties. So the conservatives want less government. Don't you want less government? Most everybody want less government. The Constitution does say provide, you know, for the common defense, promote the general welfare. Okay, so they basically telling you help the people out, keep the keep our arms strong. They didn't necessarily say an army, you know, and isn't that basically what the liberals want? They may not want a bigger army as the conservatives may want, but that's something you can work on, isn't it? I don't see the difference in the parties. Now there is a liberal agenda, but those are the same as the neocons. The neocons, most of them are conservatives, you know, and these stab you in the back liberals, they're borderline conservative, you know. These are the people that seek control, you know, and believe that when they get in power, power corrupts, and they become corrupt by the power. And a lot of people allow it because we look at them as the lawmakers, but they become the lawbreakers. They very seldom make a law that restrict them from doing what they have to do, Republican or Democrats. Now you may have one or two on either side that push for reform in this fact or that fact, but it's just because that particular person has something to gain. They're not doing it for you. And the only reason that a lot of them will do it is because you get up and you holler about it and you talk about taking them out of office. That's when they get off their butt. If you people didn't question what your leaders are doing, you would never even know what they was doing. You wouldn't get an answer to anything, or they wouldn't tell you anything. And it's supposed to be a free country, and they still try to keep it from you. So that's why we have people like the Tatums, and the Owenses. That's why we have people like them, because they believe in this false conservative values that it really don't exist. Just like the liberals. I'm not jumping on either side. The liberals are the same way. They present this melting pot of well, they all present that now, but particularly it came from the Democrats. That we're this melting pot, and we all can live together and be together, and people can't stand each other. Whites don't like blacks, blacks don't like whites, blacks don't like Chinese, Chinese don't like blacks, blacks don't like Italians, Italians don't like nobody. Okay. And Germans and the Russians, everybody sticks to themselves, live in their own neighborhoods. If you in there, what they tell you? Oh, you don't belong here. So what are y'all doing? They're just pitting you against each other, and you poor fools keep falling for it. The democratic process, as it stands right now, is fake. It might have started off as something real, but these last 200-300 years, it's just been fake. It's fake. Now, people, when they get into office, they know that it's entertainment, and every now and then you throw in something that has meaning to them, not really to you. It has meaning to them, and then you get these people like Miss Candace Know Nothing Owens and Officer Stab You in the Back Tatum to uphold these pretend values. That's why I call them. They just shadows of a personality that don't exist. They just all are. You you're presented this caring person and this uh, direct, stringent person that's really stuck on her values. She don't give a damn about your values, and he don't either. I heard him recently say he lived in the valley. See, I thought he was, I at least thought he was, struggling YouTuber. But I see that he's very prosperous, and I'm sure Candace is very prosperous. So already they stepped outside of the reality of what's going on. But now I hear this song with both of them singing that I didn't hear them singing a few weeks ago. That they want to help you people. They, you know, we just want to help. We want to help our people. That's funny. They weren't talking about helping your people a few weeks ago. As far as I saw, they kept putting down our people. But now they want to help you. You know why? Because they're getting backlash. And they don't like, because they both are snowflakes. They're sensitive. They can't take the criticism because what they see, they don't see as wrong. And like I told you before, I'm not against Trump. I'm not for Trump, and I think he's done some things that were good and healthy for the country. But I think he's done some things that's bad and unhealthy for the country. I'm not gonna just jump on one side on one side and just stick to it no matter what. If you're wrong, I'm gonna call you out. If you're right, I'm gonna call you out. It doesn't matter, right? I'm gonna call it out, call it like I see it. And I really don't care who gets mad, because I'm not afraid of any comment or I'm not afraid of any person. Okay, so I just think those people should just fade on into the darkness where they come from and where they belong. Because when a person bash you like that and then tell you they want to help you, it's like the Jim Crow laws coming back alive again, just presented by black people. You know, if you work with us, everybody gonna prosper. But if you do bad, we're gonna have to punish you, and you don't want everybody to get punished. They make an example out of you. So these examples are just modern day examples, folks. They modern day. Uh, I don't know if you want to even call them Uncle Toms because Uncle Tom was actually the hero, and I don't really want to call them coons because I'm starting to dislike that word. But they just people who's just out to make money, pretend like they really care about something, and they don't really care about anything. Because I'm gonna just give you an example of Mr. Stab You in the Back Tatum. He jump on any subject that hits YouTube, any subject. He talks about it. If he think it has some validation, he just jumps on it, you know. But he can't tell you to buy the merchandise. Can't forget to tell you to share the videos, even though we all do that. But they so polished. You know what I'm saying? There's no reality there, and you folks, y'all get caught up in the sensationalism. I guess I could call it. You know, and it's really sad. You don't need to be entertained for real life. Real life itself is entertaining enough. You don't need to be sugar coated, you know, like you too sour, to take the news, and everything's gotta be sugar coated on to you. Start waking up, folks, and to you younger people too. You know, get out of the social media, as far as not get out of it, but you know what I'm kind of try to change the narrative of your social media platform. You know, get people informed. Still have your things that you have fun on. I ain't talking about we all get so serious that we just turn into all deadheads, but bring some reality. That's the best way I can put it into your some of your platforms, and expect feedback, either good or bad, and see how you feel about it. Ask a question that people don't want to answer. Make them uncomfortable. Throw some truth at them, you know, or even throw some guilt at them. See what works. Because if we keep going in the way that we're going, we all gonna be sitting up watching TV when the bomb hit, looking at it hit. There's an episode of Family Guy where he's in the house and he's watching the police come up to his house, and they break in the door and beat him, and he's still watching it all on TV as they beating him. That's how it's gonna be with us in a minute if we don't wake up, because they just keep knowing you to sleep. And like I said, you have the infiltrators. That's I mean, they getting a lot of people going their way, but you people that's going their way, you're being misled. And I'm not telling you to jump on the Democratic train either, because that's just as bad. You know, you got to create not necessarily a new party, but a new way of addressing the issues. Have the parties address your issues, and you can't keep staying divided just through party affiliates. Somebody's a Democrat, somebody's a Republican. That doesn't matter anymore. What matters now is your life. Did I hear somebody say something? What matters now is your life. They're coming out to get you, people. How many times I got to keep telling you this? I'm going to throw this in every time. If you don't wake up, you're going to be woken up, and in the worst way possible. So, I guess that's my rant for today. And I want to appreciate all the comments. I want to give thanks to all the comments. I appreciate them very much. Even the ones that I didn't like, you know. I tried to answer all the ones, but I ask you to please, send me more, whether they're good or bad. I try my best to answer them. And like and subscribe and share this video, because I want to get out to I want to reach just as many people that reaches with Tatum and Candace and Roland Martin and people like that, because I'm not polished as them, but I'm working on it. And maybe I'm not as good looking as most of them. I'm gonna work on that too if I can. I give you what I got. But I would like to get into a position where I can, you know, look at them face to face or computer to computer and confront some of the stuff that they do and say, you know. And I would really like your help in doing that. So please subscribe. Subscribe as much as you can, or and tell people about the platform. Even though, like I said, I'm working on my surroundings, but this is what I'm working with now. But I'm not ashamed to be working in it, and I'm not ashamed to do what I'm doing. And I ask you to stand with me, and we can all make a change. So until the next video, God bless and take care.